They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sun Devils offense will go to work first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Grab. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
The give to the back. Plows through the defense. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll try it over the left side. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss shortries, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long, but I just wouldn't say that.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Here's the pressure. Got a little space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the others.
Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he added the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to pass. It's Klein. Lost one deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Vincent. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the right.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Back to pass, it's Owens. Grab near the sticks, it's Smith. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a man, it's Klein. Makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They won it! And that is exactly what they got.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over UMass. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Owens. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He unleashes a long one. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Oh, they're after him. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going for a big play downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. And he's going to bring this one out. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Right back to the well. There he goes.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get. Right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Owens. Pressure coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
And the Sun Devils are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goal post and trying to create some room. To the ground with the bat. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Lost to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way from around the 50. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Klein. Setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Snagged out of the air. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
One of of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the Sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll try the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
To the air, it's Owens. Looking to scramble. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As the end of the quarter and Arizona State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. It's not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback.
Makes a grab past the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Klein. On target to the left. Stop just inside the 30 and the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. On target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Arizona State! And the beatdown has ensued. They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout. And defense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Let's go! Let's go!
To the ground, he's got it again. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the option. He'll toss it. Spins away from the defense. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That last score sort of felt like the finishing touches on a great meal, didn't it, as they get ready to line up for the kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Owens. Got his man. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Line gets set, first down. Lost a throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with that.